Alright, we are back for round one. We won the die roll, so we're gonna play first. This is an interesting hand. Doesn't do anything just yet, but I'm gonna keep it because the moment I hit a second blue or a third/fourth land, I just go insane, I think. So, yeah, I think this is fine. I'm gonna definitely give it a shot here, and we'll see what happens. We're against Mr. Random. Time Twister 7 on Twitch. Okay, so this person could be on Twitch, which would be kind of cool because that means I could like look in on Twitch and see what my opponent's hands are. But we're just gonna avoid that. I don't want to. I don't want any problems with stuff like that. That's a little weird. Plus, then I'm like trying to figure things out, and it's quirky and strange. So we'll just avoid that. We'll avoid any problems that would come from that and just play our game. Alright, so our opponent's on green, which, knowing the quality of green cards we passed around, shit. Simple enough to say, right? I'm probably just going to play this obsessive search here so I can make certain I hit a land. There we go. Just want to make certain I'm safe on my land drops. I now have Circular Logic up for 1. So, that's something. He's just playing green stuff, so cycle. Alright, that's a Repel. And another land. Okay. We'll just keep sitting here. I have Counterspell and Circular Logic up, and Repel up. Cycling a Croson Tusker. Sure, you can cycle a Croson Tusker. Getting a red. Alright. So our opponent's red-green. What are they doing? A Suchi. Yeah, why don't you pay a little extra on that one? No? Okay. Well, I will deep analysis. I want to analyze things deeply. And play my single swamp. Yay for one-ofs! That is a Djinn. And a Lumberjack. So we're going to bounce the Djinn with the Manowar, and since we got an extra island, I can actually counter the Djinn when it tries to come back down. Or I can just Radiance Judgment it. Sure. We got a Djinn. What you trying to cast this time? Yeah, that's going away. The Djinn I can just Radiance Judgment. That thing's pain. So we'll just go. Goodbye, Djinn. Hello, Sultari Trooper. In for 2. I still can flashback deep analysis at any point here when I need to. Okay, so we sacked another land. Produced a bunch of green. Hardcast an Elvish Apparition. Okay, you know what's getting put back on top of your deck? Yeah, you guessed it. Your Elvish Apparition's going back to the top of your deck. Yep. Why don't you just redraw that little guy? And we'll figure it out later, huh? And take 4. Oh, nope. Okay, yeah, that's fine then. Take 4. I guess I'm playing the beatdown plan with a jellyfish and a guy that's really stuck together in weird joints. I mean, look at that. That's all sorts of screwed up. If he plays that Elvish Apparition again, I am going to just, like, Manowar that thing this time. Yeah. Yeah, I'm beginning to feel for my opponent here. You just kind of go back to where you belong. which is not on the battlefield. And I will just keep beating my opponent to death with little tiny 2/2s. Got him on a 2-turn clock here. So if he replays that thing again, I'm going to repel it, and he's just going to be very, very sad. Very sad. He has sacked 2 forests trying to just play that thing. Or is it 3 forests now? 2 forests trying to play that thing. It's back, but only for a split second, because Repel. Okay. I feel like that was a tilt scoop there, but I really can't say. I'm bringing in the extra Repel because against him, it seems like it's a good card. I really don't want to be giving him extra guys. And the tempo plays from the Repel just kind of were insane there, especially when your opponent's sacking lands to try to get their guys out. I'm also going to bring in the extra Exile and remove this Skywing. I don't think it does enough for me. So I got some good removals still in the deck. Got our one of Swamp in this hand, and we got the Coercive Portal, which just makes his hand nuts. I'm keeping it. It is a turn 1 Basking Rewala. Alright, I got nothing for your turn 1 Basking Rewala, except that I'm going to cycle my land. Because I'm pretty certain I'll be fine. That's Nature's Lore. So I might take 1 from a turn 1 Basking Rewala. Okay, I'll take 1. Sickle Cycle. I'm going to play this. Normally I try to get out my Waterfront Bouncer, but I'd rather have my white mana available to me since it's a fairly crucial part of my deck. My opponent Mountain Cycles, so that's good, I guess. And then the regular cycle of Claws. Cycling Claws, I guess he didn't really see any of my flyers the previous time. I am just going to bounce that Rewala. It'll let him discard it to something later, but it'll get it off the field for right now. Take out a damage source. And next turn I can drop the Coercive Portal and just be in really good shape. Yeah, that's a Rewala again. That's a nuisance. But I'm going to run out this Coercive Portal because I like drawing cards. I guess if he wants to trade those, I'm fine with that. That's not the worst trade for me. So, it's a Lumberjack. We trading? We might be trading here. Are we trading? Oh, we're trading. Okay. Yep, I'm taking 3 and we're trading. Cool. Seems good to me. Alright. So, I'm going to vote for Homage, and so I draw 2 cards. Yay for drawing cards! See, I like drawing cards. We'll play this. We'll play... Guess I could play Waterfront Bouncer, or I could repel whatever he plays off of this. I can also repel that next turn, so that's not a big deal. So we'll just play the Waterfront Bouncer. Then I can brainstorm it on his turn. So he'll swing for 3. I'll take it. That's assuming he's actually trying to hit for 3. Nope, he's just going to hit me for 1, which I don't give a crap about at this point. Because I'm finally getting my defenses going. What you trying to cast here, huh? If you cast an Elvish Aberration, we're going to have some fun again. We're going to have a lot of fun. Oh, that's a Suji. Let me brainstorm here. Oh, I got double Repel. That's kind of cool. We're going to put back a land and a Repel. So I'll draw the Repel next turn. Well, I'll draw both next turn. And then I can repel this Suchi. And I can bounce the Suchi and repel the Rootwalla. Something like that. Needless to say, I have a lot of options. Maybe I just bounce the Suchi. Just discard an island, bounce the Suchi. Boing. So he'll swing for somewhere between 1 and 3. He'll get in for 1. It's fine by me. He'll play another Lumberjack. If he plays the Suchi, I'll just repel it this time and end turn. End this turn. Yep, that's Suchi. Back to the top of deck with the Suchi. So let's get some homage going on here. Oh, an exile. I like exile. Exile seems good. And obsessive search with this guy, pretty dang good too. So yeah, I'm just gonna sit here. If he pumps up his Rootwalla, I will exile it. Otherwise, I might just bounce it. Figure it out at that point. Down comes the Suchi again. Oh, what are we getting at? Are we getting some real good value here? Oh, I'm getting great value here. What are you casting? Now that you've sacked 2 lands, what are you casting? Because I can just bounce any creature you play. Any creature. Sure. Oh, I'm fine with that. So we'll exile that, we'll repel that, and we'll bounce that. Do I have enough mana for all that? I don't know. We'll figure it out. I don't. I'm 1 shy on that. But we'll exile that. We will bounce this. Discarding with Madness. To just make all the tempo plays here. More cards. I love cards. Give me more. And then we will repel that. Just get rid of that. And then we'll even bounce one of your Lumberjacks, because screw your Lumberjacks. And I'll get it for 1 with the beefiest merfolk you've ever seen. So yeah, I'm in a pretty good shape here. My opponent's sacking all his lands to basically try to keep things on the field, and I can just keep bouncing them. Sure, okay, that's a nuisance, but I'll be able to deal with it. Actually, let's vote Carnage. If he votes Homage, I draw 2 cards, which I don't care. I'm pretty good with drawing 2 cards. If he votes Carnage, I blow up all this, and then he can try to... And then he's just screwed, so he can't vote Carnage. Right? Okay, that's what I figured. He really could not vote Carnage. It just would not work out well for him. So we'll play Radiant. And then I will just bounce one of his bears. And then I can kill another. Sure. It's another Lumberjack. Or that's your same Lumberjack. Not a problem by me. You really want to do that? Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's draw me more cards. I love drawing cards. Yay for cards. More and more and more and more cards. Whee! Alright, so we're gonna, we'll hold off on the repels and everything. We're just gonna swing for 3 in the air right now. Nice steady tempo. Just kinda like slowly start working him down, whittling him down, you know, all the good stuff. I got Gush, Gush, Circular Logic, Repel. This is just gross. sure. It's another Lumberjack. Alright, we're gonna repel something and draw 2 cards. Just make you redraw a Lumberjack. That's fine. Make your draws irrelevant. Still got 6 turns or so with the Radiant going on here. Okay, well, I'm getting to the point where I'm actually going to start getting worried about my deck size momentarily. But let's just kind of get in there with some stuff. He'll trade out a Manowar for a Bear. I'm fine with that. He'll take some damage. I'll play Benalis Trapper. Although I do still have to remember I have Death's Grasp somewhere in this deck. So at some point I will just kill him with that. Here, we'll just cut him line. Hey, it's our favorite Lumberjack again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have Death's Grasp for 5 going on right now. Bounce a Bear. I don't know, I need the Radiant's Judgment clearly. We'll just do Homage again. That'll help. Ah, and there's our final, our main way to kill him. So we'll smack him for 3. We'll play the Centauri Trooper so that way I can close out the game next turn. And I have Exile, Circular Logic, Deep Analysis, Gush. Basically, I just have the frigging nuts in my hand. Triple Lumberjack. Holy crap. Now, don't get me wrong, the Lumberjack has one of the sickest beards ever. It goes like all the way down to the middle of his chest. It's freaking amazing, but still, yeah. Bounce another Bear. I'll get rid of Deep Analysis. Let's vote for Homage again. Yay! I like drawing cards. We'll play a land. We'll smash him for 5 and then we'll just Death's Grasp him out of the game. We will put an end to our opponent's misery. Is that enough? 1, 2. That's enough, and it leaves up Circular Logic. Goodbye. Alright, well that was round 1. I felt bad for my opponent. I just kind of rolled over him with my deck. So I kind of felt bad for him. But then again, you know, turns out Repel's pretty good when your opponent's chopping down their own lands in order to try to get out stuff quicker. So yeah, see you all in round 2.